everyone. Welcome to Warren Central High School tonight. These 13-4 Dragons host the Trojans from Barren County, who come in here at 7-5, riding a 4-game losing streak. I'm Dan Gaddy alongside Matt Hours. Matt, we've got some obvious keys to the game for tonight. Barren County needs to try to get the ball to number 21, Jerome Gums.
Yeah, Gums is Barren County's their big gun. He's going to do all their main scoring. We talked earlier with Coach John Tinsley, and he flat out said that all their offense centers around him. Everybody picks for him. Everybody looks for him on the court. He's their key.
For Warren Central, defensively, they've got to look to get pressure on the ball everywhere around the court. That's what Coach said they wanted to do. And offensively, they've got to get the ball to Devin Sona.
Yeah, Devin Sona, they call him the Diesel because inside he can just bang it around. He's scoring 16 points per game, and he's flat out a baller. But defensively, they're still going to have to get out on Gums. He is their big gun for Barren County, so Warren Central realizes they got to slow him down.
All right, let's go ahead and set the starting lineups for you. First for Barren County, David Bird, Jerome Gums, Chase Riddle, Chris Pruitt, and Darren Breeze will start for the Trojans. For Warren Central, the Dragons come in here starting Ryan Cummings, Devin Sona, Antoine Barber, Jaquel Boards, and Brandon Kirk. We'll have the tip for you in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball right here on Insight Communications. Just about set for the tip right here. Tonight's officials are Tim Hugh, Jason Christian, and Brad Whitlow. Off the opening tip, Barren County controls. They'll bring the ball up the floor and set their offense. Warren Central coming out early with the full court pressure. That's Chris Pruitt with the ball. He drives right down the lane, no trouble at all. Shot no good. Sona clears for Warren Central. They're coming back up the floor in a hurry. Shot is up and no good again. And Pruitt clears for Barren County. We've got a foul early on Warren Central.
I'll tell you what I want to talk about right now, Dan, is the defense of Warren Central is already getting after him early. They're picking up man-to-man, but they're picking up all over the court, really causing some havoc.
The foul goes on Boards, his first, the team's first. Barren County inbounds the shot up, no good. Shot is up and good. 2-0 your score. Warren Central jumps out in front early. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Barren County trying to bring the ball up the floor, gets the full court pressure. Pruitt with the ball, now driving, gives off to Gums. Gums takes it up against Sona, it's no good. Barren County with the rebound, shot up and good. Chase Riddle gets his first 2 points of the game.
I don't think that was the shot they were looking for, but hey, they'll have to take it.
And down on the other end, we've got a Barren County foul. Chase Riddle picks up his first foul.
What I'm really liking the way Warren Central's running the ball right now. They got an up-pace tempo, getting up and down the floor, really trying to get after these guys, offensively and defensively.
The first shot, Jaquel Boards is up and good. We'll have one more coming. Second one's no good, tipped around. Barren County, David Bird clears for the Trojans and now gives to Jerome Gums. Warren Central now extending their pressure all the way down the court, trying to press the tempo and make this one an up-and-down game. Gums pulls up for three and buries it to put Barren County out in front 5-3 early.
That's exactly what Warren Central doesn't need defensively. They got to get out on Gums. They can't let him have that open look. He's going to knock it down every time.
Antoine Barber back around top now. Ryan Cummings. Barber looking to get it inside to Sona. There it goes. Sona now turns, puts the shot up and knocks it down to make it 5-5 with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
That was a nice dish inside to Sona, and he had it wide open.
And
another nice steal.
Jaquel Boards with the steal in the basket. Puts Warren Central back in front, 7-5 early. Barren County looking to rush the ball down the floor. Pruitt has a bounce off his foot, and Sona comes up with it for Warren Central. They will push the tempo, and here they come. The nice look underneath, tips off the hands of Brandon Kirk and goes out of bounds. Barren County will take over.
Well, I'm not sure about Barren County pushing the ball right now. We talked to their coach, John Tinsley before, and they told us they want to slow the game down. Even though they got 4 guards who can handle the ball, they want to take it nice and slow. And right now, so far, they've been pushing it.
He told us that if you try to run with Warren Central, you're likely to get run out of the gym. The shot up, no good, tipped around. Barren County controls. Physical, aggressive play here early. Darren Breeze now, back out top. Driving along the baseline, they kick it back out. Bad pass goes out of bounds, and Warren Central will take over.
Well, so far, if you ask me, it's been a really sloppy game. Everybody's kind of rushing around. Nobody's taking their time offensively, finding the best shot. They're just going quick. It's out of control.
5 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 7-5. Warren Central ahead early. They walk the ball up the floor now. And Matt, what kind of defense are we looking at here from Barren County?
Barren County's giving them a 2-3 because they know they got to get inside on David Sona. We see a nice block inside.
Sona has the shot rejected. Jerome Gums looked like he was 10 foot in the air on his own there. And now the steal. Here comes Warren Central. Oh, he missed the dunk. Here we go. We've got a track meet on our hands early. Gums from 17 knocks it down.
Gums is an outstanding shooter. If he gets that kind of look, he's going to knock it down all day long.
Right back down the court, Warren Central. Antoine Barber answers with a three-point shot of his own.
Well, Barber's averaging 10 points a game, so don't be surprised to see him put up a lot of shots, try to get some points on the board.
Chris Pruitt gets the ball ahead, throws it away. Here comes Barber, looking to drive, gives it off, up and in. And right away, Coach Tinsley from Barren County doesn't like that, and he takes the timeout.
Antoine Barber just made an outstanding play right there. He drove to the basket, drew his man, saw that a wide-open Brandon Kirk was standing underneath the basket. The nice little dish, easy bucket. That's what Warren Central needs, nice, easy buckets.
Some of the strengths of this Warren Central team now are their seniors and their athletic ability. They've got a definite advantage here in the depth of their club.
Yeah, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors, 5 juniors who've all got a lot of experience, a lot of varsity playing time. So you know that they're going to be able to come out, go deep in their bench, be strong all game long, have a lot of legs. That's what's going to really help them in the late part of this game.
4 minutes, 29 seconds left in the first quarter, 12-7. Warren Central in front, and Barren County now to inbound the ball. Adam Welsh, who just checked into the game, gives the ball up to Gums. Gums pushing the ball down the floor. And they throw it away again. Here we go. Up and in. Turkel Boards gets 2 more.
Turnovers are killing Barren County right now. They need to slow down the ball. It's that pressure at Warren County, though. They're having to push it themselves. It's causing a lot of turnovers.
Barren County back down the floor. They give the ball to Gums. That's what they want to do. He puts it up and in, and Matt, he's hot early.
Yeah, Gums has already got 7 points. He's going to be able to score anytime he wants as long as he gets a decent look. And even when he doesn't, he's good at creating off the dribble, finding his open shot.
14-19. As you see the long three-point shot go up, and it's off air ball there from Antoine Barber.
I don't think that's the kind of shot that Warren County's looking for. I know Barber just hit a couple of shots. He just hit a nice pass. He's feeling good. But on the 2-3 defense like that, when he's got the open shot, he should take it, but he's got to hit it.
Darren Breeze knocks down the shot for Barren County. Your score now reads 11-14. Warren Central hanging on to a 3-point lead. 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Barren County's given a nice defense right now with the 2-3 zone, getting out on the shooters, but at the same time, they're closing them down inside, working really hard on Kirk and Sona.
Kirk with the ball now, gives it back to Turkel Boards, looking to make something happen. Warren Central looking a little flat offensively here early.
Yeah, they got to find the open shot, and there it is.
There it is. Brandon Kirk knocks it down for Warren Central.
To beat a zone, if they're packing it in tight, you got to shoot them out of it, and that's exactly what you need. Good ball movement and a nice shot.
Ball tipped, almost stolen again. Instead, for Barren County, Darren Breeze gets another hoop.
That was kind of sloppy. He just picked it up, threw it in. It was a really nice shot.
And there it is. Let's take advantage of it. Warren Central back down the floor, driving on the baseline. The shot is up and in. That time for Ryan Cummings.
It's going to be a high-scoring game. We keep this pace up. I don't know if both teams can. I know Warren Central's got the legs for it. I don't think Barren County quite does.
There's a shot again from Breeze. Gets the friendly roll to knock down the three-pointer. And Matt, all of a sudden now he's gotten hot and has 7 points of his own.
You know, before the game when we talked to the coach at Warren Central, they said they need to get out on Breeze. He knew they could shoot him out of that, and he so far has. He's got 7 points, just knocked down a big 3. Warren Central's got the key on him as well as the big Gums.
The drive to the basket. Turkel Boards puts the shot in and draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 1.
That was a really nice drive. I like the way he made sure that he had a wide open lane. The 2-3 zone was breaking down inside. He didn't have anybody to pass to. Made the nice shot. See if he can convert from the charity stripe.
The Barren County foul goes on Chase Riddle. That's his second early in this one. And Matt, you got to watch out. Barren County can't afford to get in foul trouble.
And I tell you what, Barren County can't afford to get in foul trouble, but they also can't afford to get into a running race with Warren County, because they will run them out of this gym just like they are. Forcing turnovers, this press is tenacious.
Chris Pruitt bringing the ball up the floor now, swings it around. Gums pulls up from three. He's got a quick release. The shot no good, but he gets fouled and will step to the line for 3 shots.
The defensive cardinal rule, you don't foul the jump shooter, and especially when he's shooting a three-pointer and it's Gums. You know he's going to knock down the free throws. He's an excellent shooter. That's just something you don't want to do, is foul the jump shooter.
The foul goes on to Kel Boards, his second early in this one. Both teams with 2 fouls. Your score is Warren Central 20, Barren County 16. Minute and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. The first shot from Gums is up and in. Remember, he has 2 more. He was fouled on the 3-point shot. The second one also falls. 18-20 your score. Sona's going to go to the bench for a minute now for Warren Central. Checking in for him is Leroy Wilson.
Like we said, they can go as deep as they want. They've got nothing but good players over there with some real varsity quality experience.
And Gums knocks down all 3 shots from the free throw line, and that could become a key in this game.
There's almost 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and Gums has already got 10 points. Barren County, or I'm sorry, Warren Central's really going to have to get out on him if they want to shut him down and win this ball game.
Central looking to dump the ball inside. There it goes again. That shot is blocked by Gums, and he is everywhere in the court early here, Matt.
Man, he's got a lot of intensity. He's a great jumper. He's got great footwork, good shooter. He's an outstanding ball player.
Pruitt puts the 3-point shot up. It's no good. Back down the floor in a hurry. Here comes Warren Central, Ryan Cummings. The 3-point shot is up, no good. That's Westerant. Gums bring the ball up the floor for Barren County. And here comes that presser from Warren Central. Gums breaks the pressure, drives to the basket, and draws the foul.
Well, Warren Central is playing some outstanding defense right there. Gums had nothing to do with the ball. Everybody that he could have passed it to was covered, because the defense of Warren Central is that good right now. But Gums takes it to the basket, gets the foul. He's going to have a chance to put in another easy 2 buckets.
The Dragon foul is on Javen Robertson, his first of the game. Gums will step to the line for 2. First one falls short. It's no good.
And just like that, Warren Central can come back, sub 2 more big men right back into the ball game, give them a quick rest. That's the advantage that they got with this outstanding defense.
So once we get all the subs into the game, Gums now will step to the line. He has 1 more shot coming. That one falls. Your score now reads 20-20 early. Barren County and Warren Central all tied up. Underneath, ball knocked around. Warren Central has it to try to throw it out of bounds. And Barren County comes up with the turnover.
There's some nice defense by Barren County on that end, forcing the turnover from Warren Central.
47 seconds left in the first quarter. 20-20 your score. Barren County trying to get something going against this tough defense. Ball tipped away. Here comes Antoine Barber. Has it knocked away himself. Nice steal and a save right there for Barren County.
Yeah, that was some great defense right there, and they really picked up on it quickly, especially when Warren County had just made the transition to take it on the offense because of the steal.
Ball tipped around. Looks more like a volleyball match than a basketball game right now. That one tipped off Barren County, and Warren Central will control. 22.5 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Well, I don't know if you want to call it sloppy or exciting, but it's out of control right now. Ball everywhere, men everywhere. It's a great game.
Definitely an up-tempo start to this one. Antoine Barber now will try to slow it down, as it looks like Warren Central is going to try to hold the ball for 1 more shot. Barber gives off to Durant. Durant back to Barber, who pulls up the three-point shot from the corner. It falls. 23-20 is your score, and that's the horn to end the first quarter. Matt, what do you think about the first quarter play?
Well, it's absolutely in the favor of Warren Central, if you ask me, because they're pushing the ball up and down the floor, and Barren County's giving it right back to them. But I don't think Barren County can keep this up, can keep up this kind of pace. Warren Central's got the deep bench, and they've got outstanding athletes over there. I think they're going to pull this one out if this pace keeps up.
For Barren County, Gary Gums getting involved early. They've got to enjoy seeing that.
Yeah, they got to enjoy seeing that, but they kind of expected that. What they're not expecting is, like when we talked to Coach John Tinsley earlier, he told us that they need to be patient on offense, work the ball, and I'm not seeing that. Right now, it's one pass, jack it up. They're not getting the looks that they need. They're not getting the ball movement, and that's going to be the key for Barren County. Slow it down, work the ball.
Matt, do you think there's a little added pressure here for Barren County? They come into this game, they've lost their last 4, trying to get things turned around and get back on the winning track.
Well, it's always difficult if you go on a losing streak, no matter how many games it is. And you always got to win that next game. You always got to look to that next game. You need to pull out a win. And especially against a team like Warren Central, who comes in here 7-5, or 13-4. They're obviously a strong team. If you can knock somebody off like this, it would really help at that 4-game losing streak not look so bad.
So Warren Central now to inbound the ball. 23-20 your scores. We start the second quarter. Both of these teams can score. Barren County's averaging 73 a game, and for Warren Central, they're averaging 76 a game. So here we go on the baseline now. Warren Central puts the shot up, bounces around, doesn't go. And here comes David Bird. He clears and gives off now to Jerome Gums, who brings the ball up the floor for Barren County.
I'm loving Warren Central's defense right now. They're still in a man-to-man, but they are all over the court, pressuring all 84 feet of this court.
The three-point shot up is no good from Pruitt. Warren Central clears, pushing the ball down the floor in a hurry. Durant pulls out now and will wait for his team to get down. Driving, Durant pulls up from 6 foot and knocks down the jumper.
Well, this kind of pace, I've got to reiterate, totally favors Warren Central. They're a team who can run and play like this. Barren County needs to slow it down.
Gums pulls up and knocks down another 3.
You got to get out on him. You got to D him up. He's going to hurt you all day long if you let him get that wide open shot.
Ryan Cummings in the corner. Back out top now to Antoine Barber. Barber trying to get the ball underneath. 3-point shot from Durant is up. Goes over the backboard and out of bounds.
I don't think that was quite the shot Warren Central was looking for that time. It was one pass, quick shot. I know Durant's a good ball player. He's got a good shot, but they need to work it around, find something inside.
Pruitt now to bring the ball up the floor for Barren County. Warren Central staying in their man-to-man pressure. We'll back off a little bit. Now they're coming. Darren Breeze working the ball around, gets it over to Gums. Gums being guarded by Sona way out here at midcourt.
Well, I think that's just trying to say, hey, no matter where you go, we're going to be on you.
The shot is up, no good. Warren Central controls. And back down the floor in a hurry. 3-pointer on its way, and nothing but net for Brandon Kirk. They call him Captain Kirk here.
Well, he's a 6'4" junior. And you think he wouldn't be able to pull that shot, but just like butter, just like throwing it out of a boat into the lake, he just fires it right in.
Chris Pruitt drives, gives the ball off to Gums for Barren County, who airballs the layup. Coach Tinsley calling for the foul there, but he didn't get it. Warren Central pulls up the 3-point shot, rims around, and comes out for Antoine Barber. And down the floor in a hurry is Barren County.
This Warren Central defense is absolutely tenacious, forcing turnovers left and right. As we see another one, I just don't see any way for Barren County to get around that other than slow the ball down, and you've got to find somebody that's going to handle the ball and handle the pressure.
Darren Breeze throws the ball away. Back into the game now for Warren Central. Kel Boards checks in. And back into the game now for Barren County is Chase Riddle.
Look for Warren Central to try to get Barren County out of this 1-1-3 zone. It's pretty much a 2-3 the way they just pack it in.
It's an odd look, though.
Well, I think the problem with it, I know they're trying to get inside and shut down the big men. The problem with it is if you've got some Warren Central guys who can shoot the ball from the perimeter, and if they keep spacing it out, they're going to force them to come out of that middle.
Ball underneath the Sona. He fights to get the ball up. The shot falls. Foul on the rebound. Some heavy banging going on underneath.
Well, that's exactly what Barren County is looking to do, is to pack it in down there and make it so that Warren Central doesn't get the easy shots. They don't get the easy putbacks, because that's the important thing when you play in a 2-3 zone. You've got to box out and get the boards. It's hard to rebound out of zone.
The foul goes on Chris Pruitt, his first, the team's third. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second quarter. 28-23 your score. And you see right there, Warren Central turns the ball over.
Well, now he just tried to force the ball inside. There's no need for Antoine Barber to try to push that ball inside to try to find Sona. He's going to get open, and you got to work the ball around the perimeter on his zone. There's no need to force it.
David Bird inbound against the full court pressure from Warren Central. Jerome Gums now bringing the ball up the floor, breaks the pressure on his own, looking for some help. Instead, pulls up from 18. The shot's no good, and Warren Central comes off with the rebound.
I don't think that was a shot he was looking for, but nobody was open. Nobody for Barren County was moving to look for him or to help him get out of that situation. Might as well pull it if you got the look.
Ryan Cummings dumps it underneath the Sona, who gets open and lays the ball in.
He's the diesel. He's 6'5" senior. He can play inside. He knows how to bang around, and that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to feed him every single chance that they get. I think that's why John Tinsley's calling a timeout right now. Defensively, they're not packing it in enough. He wants them to pack it in and really shut down Sona inside.
Well, Coach Tinsley definitely intense in this game. He's been on his troops the whole game, and really he's been working officials as well. He's already lost the jacket, so he wants to win. There's no doubt about that.
Well, I like a John Tinsley. I like a guy who's out there intense about his ball players, but you know that he cares for them. You know that he cares about the win. He's just trying to get the most out of every single one of them. They're not doing it. They're not following his game plan right now. His game plan, we talked to him before, you got to take it slow. You got to slow it down, and you got to get Gums the ball offensively, which they're doing.
So what do you think Coach Tinsley is telling his team right now?
Hey, guys, you got to calm down. You got to wait for the pressure. It's going to come. As soon as you see that double team, there's a man open. It's simple mathematics. 5 on 5. If there's 2 on 1 of you, there's a guy open. So he's got to slide that open man to the middle, get him the ball. He's got to pivot around, see the whole floor, find the other open man. You got to just keep working the ball.
So we get set to throw the ball inbounds again. Barren County, David Bird to inbound. Some delay here. Here we go now. Looking for the run out. Gums took off down the floor like a rocket.
If you can get that baseball past the Gums, I think I'd try that every single time I took the ball out of bounds too.
No doubt about it. He's a big man. He's a transfer from the Virgin Islands for Barren County. Darren Breeze now. Double team, looking to get the ball to Gum, but that Warren Central pressure is so intense, there's nowhere to go. And they get the turnover. Immediately, Chris Pruitt gets the ball back for Barren County.
What? I think what John Tinsley was trying to do, trying to set up there, was run a pick out high, which would open his men up, because he knows as soon as that Warren Central defense closes on you, they're going to switch on their pick and they're going to double team. Therefore, that man who brings his man to the pick is going to be open and can take it to the lane.
Jerome Gums looking to bring the ball up the floor for Barren County. Gives it off now to Chris Pruitt. Pruitt looking underneath, has it knocked away. Brandon Vick takes the ball for Warren Central, and they dump. Nice dump pass underneath to Javen Robertson, and he was fouled.
I tell you what, Brandon Kirk, the captain, with a nice board there and a nice way to push it up and down the floor. I mean, when you're a 6'4" junior and you can control the ball like that, you can handle the rock, that's really a plus.
The Barren County fouls on Chris Pruitt. Javen Robertson will step to the line for 2 shots. First one's no good. 23-30 your score. Warren Central controls with the 7-point lead. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Well, it's still early. It's 30-23. We haven't seen as much scoring in the past couple minutes because we've seen a lot of turnovers because everybody's forcing the ball.
Second shot from Robertson is up and good. Barren County bringing the ball up the floor. Getting a little sloppy. They got to catch the ball before you take off.
Well, everybody's being sloppy right now, and that's what we've seen the whole game. I think we're going to continue to see that because what Warren Central is out there running, pressuring, just pressure all over, offensively and defensively. Quick game. It's going to have a lot of turnovers, and it's going to look sloppy.
Gums taking on Warren Central by himself right now. Gives off to a teammate. The 3-point shot is up. No good. Gums again has the shot blocked out of bounds by Terkel Boards.
Well, they're going to call a foul on this. Might have been with the body. They say they got him on the arm. Looks kind of clean from my view, but we're not wanting to interpret what the referee really saw over there.
Well, they're the guys wearing the stripes. They get to make the call, and their call stands. The foul will send Gums to the line. He misses the first one.
Well, so far, I think Barren County offensively, in trying to get the ball to Gums, is doing what they need to be doing. They need to be getting the ball to Gums, and they are. The only thing is they're not figuring out a way to handle the pressure with their other 4 guards who need to be able to handle that kind of a pressure.
The second shot from Gums is on his way and falls. 31-24 now your score as Warren Central brings the ball up the floor. Antoine Barber gives off now. Brandon Vick, brick on the 3-point shot. And here comes Barren County. 3-point shot of their own is up and good.
That was a really nice shot by Adam Welsh, and I think there was some communication problems on the defensive end for Warren Central because they have not let any Barren County guy get a good look like that earlier in the game.
Matt, we haven't seen a lot of true set offense in this one. It's been a lot of run and gun.
Well, that's exactly what Barren County doesn't want. That's what we've been ragging on them for. They don't need to be pushing the ball up and down. They need to set some kind of offense, but it's the defenses that are causing it.
Vick from the middle. Shot won't go. He went for his own rebound, couldn't get control, goes out of bounds. Barren County will take over.
Well, Kirk's a big man inside, and Kirk's going to shut him down every single chance that he has. That was a nice try by him. But the thing is, offensively for Barren County, it's going to be hard for them to set up a play with this kind of a defense by Warren Central. They don't really have time to figure something out.
The bad pass from Barren County inbounds. Tried to throw it off of Warren Central's David Robertson. Comes up a little bit short and goes out of bounds. So now Warren Central will take over.
It was a nice heads-up play. It just didn't go the way he wanted it to go.
Good effort, that's for sure. Antoine Barber out top. Swinging the ball around to West Durant. Trying to get it inside. And there you see Jerome Gums picked up the pass. It was telegraphed a little bit. He saw that one coming all the way. Puts up a shot, no good. Sona clears for Central, and they'll come back down the floor.
I tell you what, the big man, Jerome Gums, really doesn't have a conscience when he's feeling it. He doesn't care if he puts that ball up every single time. But like that coach said, John Tinsley said, it's his offense. It centers around him. Whatever he wants, he gets. So when he wants to fire it up, he's going to.
Warren Central turns the ball over, and here comes Gums now for Barren County. Gums a big man to be running the point.
Yeah, and it's really odd to see when you've got 4 other guards on the court. You think one of them could pick it up and take control, but he's their best player. He's their baller. He's their offense.
Warren Central foul. Foul to Ryan Cummings. It's his first.
It's definitely an odd offense to see your biggest man out on the floor bringing the ball up the court. But sometimes your best athlete's your biggest player, and he's the best ball handler by far. You've seen everybody else turn the ball over much more than he has.
Subs into the game now for Warren Central. B.A. Forrest replaces Ryan Cummings. Barren County drives, kicking the ball out top. Look underneath, nice look, uncontested shot. Goes up and falls for Trent Jones.
That was some really nice ball movement, and that's something you haven't seen yet tonight, is Warren Central breaking down the defense and letting Barren County get a shot.
Central trying to get the ball inside the Sona, instead across to Durant. Some banging underneath, and we've got a Trojan foul. Officials trying to keep this one clean.
I don't think there's really anything wrong with that kind of a foul. I think they're going to credit that foul to Adam Welsh inside for banging around with Sona. But that's the kind of foul that you need to see out of Barren County, because you can't let Warren Central have anything easy inside.
Warren Central inbounds the ball. Coach Tinsley really on his team. The three-point shot from Durant is up and good. The big rainbow falls. Your score now 34-29. Warren Central ahead. Barren County now trying to get the ball to Gums, has it taken away and stolen. B.A. Forrest coming down the court, and we have an intentional foul on Adam Wells. Trying to put a little pressure on the layup, and Coach Tinsley's not happy with that at all.
I don't blame Coach Tinsley for not being happy with that. I don't think that he was necessarily going after him. He was just going after the ball. There was no intent. He didn't even grab his arm that bad. But once again, we're not one to officiate this ball game. We're just calling it. So I don't really know, but I can understand why John Tinsley is really upset right now.
B.A. Forrest knocks down the first free throw. 35-29 your score. Warren Central in front. Minute and a half left in the second quarter. The second free throw rims off. Warren Central, because of the intentional foul, will now inbound the ball underneath their own basket. And you see Coach Tinsley still talking to the officials about that one.
I don't think he's going to let this one go anytime soon.
So he'll lock that one into memory. Sona out top now to Durant from Warren Central. Central trying to get some offense moving.
I'll tell you what, in a 2-3 zone, Durant's got to be licking his chops, getting the wide open three anytime he wants it. He's going to knock it down most of the time.
Shot no good. Scramble underneath for the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. And Warren Central will maintain possession.
I don't think that anything the officials are going to be able to do to cheer John Tinsley up. He's going to be in a bad mood this whole game, I think.
Chris Pruitt checking back into the game for the Trojans. Antoine Barber to inbound, gets it to Sona. Around the horn they go. Now Durant out top, pounding the ball hard on the floor. Swinging it around. Barber puts up a long three-pointers, no good. Central controls, Gums blocks the shot. Barren County saves the ball, and now Darren Breeze will bring it up the floor for the Trojans. Breeze off the screen, pulls up the three-point shot and knocks it down.
Well, that's exactly what John Tinsley wants to see. He wants to see Breeze getting the shot, the good look, knocking it down.
With no hesitation at all, B.A. Forrest back down the floor, puts it in for Warren Central. 37-32 your score, 30 seconds left in the first half. Here comes Barren County in a hurry, and there he goes. He's got a wide open look. David Bird puts the shot up and in.
Well, that's one instance where you like to see Barren County push the ball. He didn't quite have the numbers, but he found the lane.
Ball
nice
tipped
shot.
around. Barren County comes up with another steal. Chris Pruitt with the ball now to Jerome Gums. 10 seconds left in the first half. And here goes Gums. He loses the ball as he comes across midcourt. 3 seconds left now in the half. Pruitt puts the shot up. No good. Chance for a rebound. Up and in it goes. Trent Jones gets the basket. They will count it. 36-37 your score now. Warren Central leads by a point at the half. A nice little run right there to close out the half for Barren County.
Well, I think Barren County's got to be really excited about the position they're in. Down one, only 1 point at Warren Central. You're in Warren Central's gym where they've got an outstanding ball club. And being down 1 point, you got to be excited, especially the way this ball game's gone.
And you and I were talking before the game. We were trying to figure out how this one would go. And really, it was a coin toss. We said if Warren Central could stop Gums, it would probably be a blowout. It has not been that at all. We've got a good one for you here. We said we thought we might. We've got it, no doubt about that. 37-36 you score at half. We'll be back in just a moment on Inside Communications. Hello, everyone. Alongside Matt Hours, I'm Dan Getty at Warren Central High School, where the Dragons lead the Trojans from Barren County 37-36 as we get set to start the second half. Matt, we were just privileged enough to see a great exhibition of basketball from 3rd and 4th graders from the Warren County Parks and Rec. But let's get back to serious business. We saw Coach Tinsley for Barren County talking to his key guns, Jerome Gums and Darren Breeze. So look for that to continue through the second half?
Absolutely. The two of them combined are scoring 25 of the 36 points on the board right now. That means there's only 9 points spread out with the rest of the team, which means offensively, they're going to be looking at them the entire time.
For Warren Central, Devin Sona averages 16 points for this team. He's got 4 at halftime. Do you think the Dragons want to get him more involved?
They definitely want to get him more involved, and I think the reason they haven't so far is the outstanding defense that Barren County's put on inside, running that 2-3 zone, packing it in. Sona can't get the ball right now.
Jerome Gums looking to bring the ball up the floor for Barren County, working one-on-one against Turkel Boards. Barren County, bad pass right away, and they turn the ball over. Matt, that was a problem for them in the first half.
Yep, turning the ball over has definitely been a problem because this Warren Central defense really is an incredible pressure defense. They've got to learn how to hold on to the ball. Simple turnovers kill you in the end. Turnover after turnover is going to make it a loss. I mean, Warren Central is going to win this game if Barren County keeps turning the ball over.
Barber gives the ball to Ryan Cummings. Warren Central running their motion offense. Ball back around now on the left baseline. Looking for the shot, trying to get the ball inside. Cummings now to Barber. Barber back to Cummings. Looking to get it inside to Sona or Brandon Kirk. Here comes Ryan Cummings trying to draw. Ball goes underneath finally that time. Kirk puts the shot up.
Well, I'll tell you the best thing about that offensive series right there was the patience that Warren Central had. I know right there at the end it looks like Cummings tried to force that pass just a little bit to Brandon Kirk, but it really wasn't that bad a pass. He waited, broke down the defense. They passed the ball around well. That's why they got a decent shot, and that's why Brandon Kirk's shooting 2 free throws.
They give the Barren County foul to Chase Riddle. His 3rd. Warren Central, Brandon Kirk at the line. 38-36 your score. The second shot is up and no good. And David Bird clears for Barren County and gives immediately to Jerome Gums. Gums turns the ball over. Warren Central puts the shot up, no good for Boards. Gums fighting with Brandon Kirk. They tie up a jump ball.
That's another example. That's the second possession of Barren County's had this half. 2 turnovers. You can't have that kind of math working out for you. If you're going to get the ball, you got to take care of it. You got to take care of the rock, baby. You can't be turning it over like that.
So Ryan Cummings now to inbound for Warren Central. They throw the ball way down the floor, just past midcourt. And now Barber will pull it out and set up the offense.
Inside, inside.
Warren Central sticking with the same offense. Their motion offense. Now they dump the ball inside to Kirk. Kirk steps back from 15 and fires. It's no good. Gums comes away with it for Barren County as he outfights Devin Sona to gain control. Gums working the ball down on the baseline. David Bird try to get it back to Gum, and Devin Sona anticipates, picks up the steal, and now here comes Warren Central back down the floor. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. Or not. The officials are going to talk about it here.
I think they think Cummins reached out and tipped it, but I'm not quite sure that he did. Yeah, they're going to get that ball back to Warren Central.
So Warren Central maintains possession. Ryan Cummins to inbound.
But once again, Barren County turned that ball over. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
Antoine Barber dumps it underneath to Sona. Back on top to Birds, and now around to Ryan Cummins underneath. He pulls up and knocks down the shot for Warren Central. 40-36 your score, 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Barren County with the ball. Jerome Gums drives it down the corner, now looking for help. Gets it across to Devin Breeze. The shot's up, no good. And here comes Warren Central. Immediately, nice pass to get the ball underneath. Sona up and in. And so far, we've seen Warren Central trying to get the big men underneath involved early.
I think they're going to do that the whole half. They're going to keep him involved. That's Warren Central's cream. That's their bread and butter. That's the way they do their scoring. They're going to try to get him some touches on the ball.
Bird now around to Jerome Gums for the Trojans. Off now to Devin Breeze. He drives the lane, kicks off to his teammate. The shot is up, no good from 17. And here come the Dragons. Ryan Cummins taking the ball coast to coast, up and in. 44-36 is your score. Barren County takes a timeout. Coach Tinsley trying to settle down his club.
Warren Central's on a 7-0 run right now. They're looking really solid offensively and defensively, forcing turnovers. Barren County's just got to figure out a way to take care of the ball, take care of that pressure that Warren Central's putting on them, and they'll be back in this ball game. They're not out of it yet. It's only 8. I mean, it's early in the third quarter. They're only down 8, but they just got to take care of the basketball. That's all they need to focus on right now.
So what do you think Coach Riley's telling his Warren Dragons?
Hey, keep up the pressure, keep up the defense. I really like that. I also like how they're getting the ball inside to Sona. He is their big scorer, and we talked about him earlier, scoring 16 points a game. They've got to keep him active, and so far I think they're going to do that. They're going to keep trying to pound the ball inside as long as they can break down the defense, that 2-3 zone of Barren County.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. Warren Central is very strong in the fact that they have a lot of depth and a lot of senior leadership. We have listed here, usually they aren't that great a shooting team, but tonight they seem to be shooting the ball fairly well.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what Barren County wasn't expecting. They weren't expecting to get beat from the perimeter. They're expecting to get beat inside. And so far, actually what's beaten Barren County is the tenacious defense.
So David Bird to inbound the ball for the Trojans. Out of the timeout. Gums now back around to Bird. Warren Central picking up full court pressure. Gums with the ball now on the wing. Working against Turkel Boards. Ball tipped away, another Barren County turnover. Here comes Turkel Boards. Up and in. 2 more points for the Dragons.
Well, that's just exactly what we're talking about. Barren County's going to keep turning this ball over. It's going to get over real quick, and it's going to get real ugly.
David Bird pushing the tempo now for the Trojans. Foul on the floor. Antoine Barber picks up the foul for the Dragons. His first foul of the game, the team's first of the half. 4 minutes, 46 seconds left in the third quarter. 46-36 your score. Warren Central's pulled ahead by 10 coming out of halftime.
That's a 9-0 run.
Devin Breeze gets free for the three-point look off the inbounds play. It doesn't fall. He follows his own shot, puts up the wild acrobatic shot that won't fall, and here comes Warren Central with the rebound. Antoine Barber pushing it down the floor, kicks it across to Turkel Boards. Boards now to Sona. Sona off to Cummins, and Cummins put it in. Nice teamwork right there from Warren Central.
That's a really nice look, and I tell you what, Cummins right now, he's got 6 points already here in the second half. He might be what they're going to. He's got a couple of nice open looks, and he's hit his shots.
From the wing, Gums puts the shot up. It doesn't fall. Warren Central pushing the pace back down the court in a hurry. Antoine Barber pulls up from 16. Nothing but nets.
They're playing some outstanding ball. That's a 13-0 run that Warren Central's gone on right now, and nothing else is going to happen if Barren County doesn't figure out how to handle the ball, handle the pressure, and knock down their shots. Warren Central's playing great defense right now.
Nothing there that time for the Trojans. Ball goes out of bounds. Subs coming into the game now. Adam Wells checks back into the game for Barren County. And Wes Durant checks in for Warren Central. Adam Wells with the ball right now for Barren County, working the ball up the floor. Throws a wild pass that Sona comes up with for Warren Central.
Another turnover.
Antoine Barber now gives the ball off to Wes Durant. Out top to Robertson. He knocks it down. 52-36 your score. Coach John Tinsley right now for Barren County calls another timeout. I think you're starting to see this one slip away.
Yeah, it's already been that's a 15-point run that Warren Central's thrown on them in just 2 minutes and 20 seconds. That's a lot of scoring in just 2 minutes and 20 seconds for a high school basketball game.
I think the key right now, Matt, is we're just over 4 minutes, halfway through the third quarter, and Barren County's yet to score in the second half.
It's the defense. Warren Central defense is out of control right now. They're off the hook. They're playing awesome defense, not letting Barren County even get across the midline, and when they are, they're making the simple pass that's causing them to cause a turnover.
Well, Coach Riley definitely has his team hitting on all cylinders coming out of the locker room here for the second half. He's in his 4th season now as a Warren Central coach. Former coach at Caverna and LaRue County before he came here, and he came into a team with a lot of experience and some seniors now that he's been able to groom and get them to play the kind of ball that he wants to play.
This Warren Central defense, if you ask me, is reminiscent of some 1996 UK Wildcats under Rick Pitino. Run and jump and defense all over the place, making the steals, forcing the turnovers.
Run and jump in the pace right here as Barren County throws a baseball pass. Gums comes up with it, and now Darren Breeze to set up the offense for the Trojans. Gums back to Breeze. That seems to be the game for the Trojans. Breeze pulls out the long three-point shot. It won't fall. Rebound, no good. Sona clears now for Warren Central. Barber pushing the tempo, drives the lane himself, takes it coast to coast. Shot's no good, and draws the Barren County foul.
Well, that's what Warren Central wants right now. They are pushing the ball. This is an up-tempo game, and it's obviously in their favor if they've got a 15-0 run. So what they need to do is keep pushing it. I like Barber taking that rock right there, going straight to the hole, drawing the foul, getting the 2 from the charity stripe.
The Barren County foul goes on Trent Jones. The first free throw attempt from Barber rolls around and finally falls. Back into the game now, David Beard and Chase Riddle for Barren County. Barber stepping to the line. He has one more shot. 2 for 2 in the line on that trip. Barren County now to inbound the ball. We're seeing more of that intense pressure from Warren Central, Matt.
And you're going to keep seeing it all game because it's working.
Gum can't handle the ball, has it knocked away, comes up with the rebound. Shot is up and in for him. He gets the first Barren County points of the second half. We've got 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and finally, Barren County breaks the scoring drought.
Well, we've obviously seen by what's going on in the first half that Jerome Gums has the ability to take over a game for Barren County and to run the offense. But he hasn't been able to do it so far because Warren Central hasn't let him touch the ball. They haven't let anybody touch the ball. Their defense is outstanding, forcing turnovers left and right.
Gum puts the free throw up. It falls. 54-39 now your score. 54-39 now your score. Barren County trails Warren Central. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter.
And Jerome Gums has gone for 18 points already, and we got a lot of time left. If he could continue to take over the game for Barren County, he's going to have a big game. He's already had a big game.
Yeah, we heard rumors earlier that there were some Division I scouts here to check out Barber and see what kind of game he had. They had to be happy with what they saw in the first half.
Yeah, I think they saw exactly what they were looking for in the first half. If you ask me, he really knew how to take over the game. He wasn't afraid to put up the shot when he had it, but I didn't feel like he forced it too much either. Exactly what a Division I scouts look. Plus, he's obviously got the height to go along, and he's really can get up and down the floor, too. He's quick.
Barren County turns the ball over, coming down the floor. Warren Central will take over. Antoine Barber to walk the ball up the floor for the Dragons. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 54-39 your score. Warren Central in front.
Well, Barren County's showing some defense now.
Trying to force some turnovers and get back in this game, Matt?
Yeah, but I don't think John Tinsley likes that. He just told him to get back and play some defense in your zone because that's what they need to do. But
David Bird picks up the foul for the Trojans. his first, the team's third of the half.
They're going to stick in that 2-3 zone. They got to continue to pack it in, but they got to get out on the shooters, and they got to step up their offense.
As you see right there, West Durant knocking down the big three-pointer for Warren Central.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be able to sit in that 2-3 zone. I know they've done it the whole game, and they're continuing to do it here in the second half, but they're going to sit in that. Durant's going to shoot the rock, and Antoine Barber's going to pull up some nice looks. And we've even seen Captain Kirk, the big man, pull up some threes. So they've got to figure out a way to stop him down, shut down the perimeter as well as inside.
Jerome Gums now gives the ball off to his teammate. The three-point shot is up and good for David Bird as Barren County comes back with an answer. Coach Riley not happy with that. He takes the 30-second timeout.
Well, Warren Central still got a 15-point lead, and they're looking really solid here in the second half. I think what he's just seeing now is that Barren County's kind of figured out a way to beat that press, a way to get down the court and get the open look, and he doesn't like that. I think they're going to step up the intensity here on the defensive end and continue to run it up on Barren County.
Well, several games left to bring you this season on Inside Communications. This has been a good one. They all have been this far, and look for that to continue throughout the rest of the year, we hope. Coming up, Warren Central and Bowling Green. They will play this weekend. You can see that game right here Saturday afternoon on Insight. Later on this year, Greenwood and Warren East will play. And then finally, at the end of February, Todd County Central will take on Bowling Green. The Dr. Terry Likes will be on board with James Brandenburg to bring you guys that one. Only 3 of several games left for you here on Inside Communications. You see the three-point shot up from West Durant doesn't go, and Barren County controls.
I think they need to have that ball in the hands of Gums right now.
Well, Chris Pruitt taking the ball to the hoop. Doesn't get to go, but draws the foul. The Warren Central foul goes to Devin Sona. Just his first, so no foul trouble for the big guys from Warren Central.
That's always nice to see, is your big man not being in foul trouble. A lot of times, you know that's the first thing that happens. Inside, he starts swinging around trying to block shots. He's doing a good job in there so far.
Pruitt knocks down the first free throw. 57-43 your score. Warren Central in front by 14. As Pruitt pulls up the second one, it doesn't go. And Brandon Kirk controls for Warren Central. Nobody picks up Antoine Barber coming down the court. The three-point shot rims out. And here comes Jerome Gum for Barren County. He goes off and out to Chris Pruitt. Pruitt driving the lane again. He just did this. This time he traveled with the ball. Looks like he's going to try to push the ball inside and maybe try to get some fouls on Sona now.
Yeah, I'm noticing Tinsley's really getting into that right now. What he wants him to do is take him to the rack, take it inside, and try to dish out to Gums. Get Gums and get Breeze open so that 2 of them together can set up on the perimeter and hit the big shot.
Jaquel Boards now with the ball for Warren Central. He gives it over to Barber. Barber to Boards. Warren Central now just being patient, looking for the good shot. There you see Antoine Barber driving the lane, got a good look and knocked it down.
Barber's playing well so far in the second half. He's already got 6 points. As we see another turnover.
Yeah, Barber coming up with the steal for Warren Central. Gets the basket, does it on the offensive end. And we have Coach Tinsley from Barren County has just been assessed a technical foul. We're waiting to see if they're going to count the basket. They will not count the basket. Coach Tinsley's still out here on the court. He hasn't been very happy. He's been on the officials the whole game. And finally, he picks up the technical foul.
I like John Tinsley. He seems like a nice guy. He seems like he knows what he's doing out there. He seems like a really good coach. He's just not getting out of his players what he was looking to play. And yeah, he's riding the referees hard, but sometimes you got to do a little of that if you want to pull out the win. You got to get on them. I mean, it's a coach's job, not the players. And he does a good job of that.
So West Durant's going to shoot the free throws for Warren Central. He knocks down both of them. The score now reads 61-43. Warren Central's pulled in front by 18. 36 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, it's obviously some frustration setting in with John Tinsley. That's why he's getting so fired up. And I totally understand.
Well, coming off the technical foul, Warren Central gets the ball back, but they didn't want to inbound it, apparently. No one went over to throw it in. They finally do. Now Barber out top.
We're seeing a totally different defense out of Barren County right now. A running defense, just like we were seeing out of, we've seen out of Warren Central.
It looks like they're trying to push the tempo a little bit now and get back in this game.
Maybe force some Warren Central turnovers like Warren Central's forced of them. The only difference is Warren Central's got some ball handlers.
Antoine Barber pulls up from 15 and knocks down the shot. 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Devin Breeze almost made the long half-court shot. That ends your third quarter, 63-43. A very good quarter that time from Warren Central.
Yeah, Warren Central looks good, and it's been the whole game, and it's going to continue for the rest of the game. It's their defense right now. They're shutting down Barren County because Barren County doesn't have anybody who can control the ball, who can handle the ball, who can get the ball up the court, and it's forcing turnovers left and right. That's why they're down 20 points as we go into the fourth quarter.
Matt, are we at a point now where you have to start thinking that the Warren Central experience and depth off that bench is going to start taking a toll now on the Trojans?
Absolutely, because Warren Central still got a lot of legs over there, and Barren County's been playing the same five, six guys pretty much the entire game. They've got to be getting tired. They got to be getting worn out there, and they're not going to be as quick on their feet as Warren Central is. And the fourth quarter is all about stamina. How in shape are you? And we know Warren Central is that.
Coach Riley keeping his guys over there as long as he can. Barren County's been out on the floor ready to start. But Coach Riley wanted to get every bit of knowledge into his guys that he could. This team last year was 20-9, had a pretty good season. They've come back this year. They're 13-4, 3-1 in the district right now. Things looking good for the Dragons.
Yeah, the Dragons got a great season going on so far. And I can tell you why. It's because they know how to play defense. A well-coached team, a well-oiled machine out there is playing defense.
Barren County to inbound the ball now as we start the fourth quarter. Darren Breeze with the ball for the Trojans. Looking to get anything going now to try to get some baskets. And finally, Jerome Gums comes to get the ball. He's their offense. He's their key. Look for him to be the scorer, him along with Darren Breeze. Breeze looking to pop the three off the screen. It's not there, and he gives off now to another of his teammates. Pruitt drives the lane, has the pass tipped away. Ball goes inside now to Jerome Gums. Foul on the floor before the shot.
I like that foul. I think that's a good foul because number 11 out there, Ryan Cummings, knows that Jerome Gums is the big ball player, and he doesn't want to let him have a nice look at the basket, so he fouls him on the way to the hoop. It wasn't intentional. It was a good off-the-ball foul.
Cummings picks up his second foul of the game. The inbound pass goes to Gums and gets tipped around and knocked out of bounds. Barren County will keep it. For Warren Central, B.A. Forrest checking back into the game. He replaces Antoine Barber. More subs now. Leroy Wilson's also going to come in for the Dragons, and he will replace Devin Sona.
See, there's the bench that we're talking about right now. Is Warren Central. These guys are young. They've got a lot of legs left in them, and they've got a lot of depth over there at Warren Central. They're going to continue to be able to keep this pace up all game long.
So here we go. Barren County to inbound the ball. They trail by 20. 7 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Pruitt controls for Barren County. Now off to Jerome Gums. Gums pulls up the three. Shot's no good. A battle underneath. Warren Central clears it. And down the floor they come in a hurry. Ryan Cummings now looking in the middle. A blocking foul. Leroy Wilson caught the ball in some traffic. Barren County tried to draw the charge. It wasn't there. Instead, Chris Pruitt picks up his third foul of the game.
Well, I tell you what, this is turning into a really physical game under both baskets right now, and even out here at the top. You've seen a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving, a lot of in-your-face defense from both squads now. This one might get a little out of control here in the last seconds.
Warren Central, Ryan Cummings controlling the ball. Now gives off to Wes Duran. He puts up the three-pointer from the corner. It doesn't go. Barren County coming back down in a hurry, trying to push the pace a little bit now. Shot is up, no good for David Bird. He draws the foul and will go to the line to shoot two. Leroy Wilson picks up the foul for Warren Central. That's 5 team fouls now on Warren Central, so 2 more, and Barren County will be shooting in the bonus.
Looks like Warren Central's already going to go back to Sona, getting back in there. He is their big man, their guy who's got all the experience. He is their big scorer.
So Sona and Barber check back into the game now for Warren Central after a quick breather. Bird getting ready, he puts up the second attempt No good. Free throws, they've got to be able to make them. Barren County's got to make free throws.
Barren County needs everything they can get right now, including free throws. I mean, they add up at the end of the game, and if you start missing all of them, especially if they get into the bonus here and miss the front end of a 1-and-1, you're going to need those later on in the stretch.
Barber works the ball underneath to Sona, who puts up the shot and in. Nice job that time, Sona posting up in the lane.
Yeah, he's a really outstanding ball player. He's got 9 points on the game because he knows how to lock down a man underneath the basket, free yourself up, and get the good look.
More of that Warren Central intense defensive pressure, and they come up with yet another steal. Barber driving the lane, gets it underneath. Shot is up. Brandon Kirk forced that one in. I don't know how he made that. He got hammered taking it up.
I'll tell you how he made it. He beamed it up. That's Captain Kirk, baby.
Well, beam it up, Scotty. Captain Kirk makes the shot go. Warren Central's going to have a free throw. Before we get there, Coach Tinsley and Barren County are going to take another timeout.
Well, Warren Central looks really good out there right now, especially pushing the ball the way they are. 24-point lead here with only 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter is something the coach over there has got to be really excited about.
So, Matt, we're at a point now, 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game, 67-43 your score. What can Barren County be doing now to try to get back in this game?
Well, I'm not going to tell them that it's totally out of reach because I'm an optimist. I like to think that everybody can always come back. What they got to do is take care of the ball, and defensively they got to continue to keep up the pressure that they've been showing, trying to shut down Warren Central, force a couple Warren Central turnovers for a change.
Brandon Kirk will have one free throw, trying to cap off the old-fashioned three-point play. The shot falls is good. The score now reads 68-43. Warren Central ahead. Jerome Gum trying to get the ball up the court. Turns it over. Shot's no good. Another shot by Ryan Cummings. It's no good. Battle for the rebound, and we have a foul.
Well, I tell you, the number one problem with Barren County right now is Jerome Gums. He's only got 3 points in the second half. First half, he had 15. He's really not coming alive, but I'm not going to say that that's all his fault because it has been Warren Central's pressure that's
Warren
helped him
Central
from
has
it.
really turned up the defensive pressure here and just shut him down and taken him out of the game.
And that's why Barren County hasn't scored much in the second half.
Joey Wilson picks up the foul for Barren County. That's the team's 7th. So from this point out, Warren Central will be in the bonus. You see this shot from Kirk up and good. He has one more free throw coming. Second one's on its way.
I don't know about statistics, but Warren Central shoots very well from the free throw line. They're all poised up there, and they're knocking them down.
Just taking their time, not rushing anything, and they get the shots to fall. So Barren County will inbound the ball, coming back up the court. Darren Breeze trying to get it to Gums. Another turnover. This time now, Terkel Boards has the shot blocked, and here comes Jerome Gums for Barren County.
Jerome Gums is all over the court. I know offensively he has been shut down this half by Warren Central, but defensively he's come up with a couple of steals and quite a few blocks inside. He's got a great leaping ability.
We've seen a lot of that tonight from him, where he just seems to come out of nowhere, make a great athletic play and get the block shot, or at least alter their shot for Warren Central. Maybe that didn't fall.
He's got great athletic ability, and that's something you can't teach, especially at the high school level, or you can't teach, period. It's just an athletic ability and a sense to be on the court where you need to be.
Terkel Boards now working the ball for Warren Central, has it knocked away, goes back after it. Battle on the ground. Warren Central will keep it. Nice effort that time from Terkel Boards.
I think it's going to stay physical for the rest of the night. The last 5 minutes and 30 seconds are going to be crazy run and gun and a lot of fouling, a lot of pushing, and a lot of just getting after the ball.
Terkel Boards with the ball for Warren Central. Takes it underneath to Devin Sona. Sona working against Gum. Shot won't fall. Sona again has the shot blocked by Gum. And here comes Barren County. Devin Breeze gives off to Chase Riddle. Shot doesn't fall. Body's going everywhere. Looks like we've got a jump ball. Jump ball off the rebound. Good effort that time from everyone.
Yeah, and it's exactly what we were talking about a second ago. Everybody's hustling, everybody's getting after it. It's going to get real sloppy, and it's going to get real physical.
Javen Robertson and Wes Durant check back into the game now for Warren Central. Heading to the bench are Devin Sona and B.A. Forrest. 5 minutes left in this one. 70-43 now your score. We had a close one at halftime, but in the second half, Warren Central's controlled and started to really pull away.
It's not even necessarily their offense, though their offense has been clicking on all four Pistons tonight too. But the main thing is their defense is shutting down Barren County and forcing them to have a nice look.
Boards puts up the shot. It doesn't fall. Battle for the rebound, controlled by Warren Central. Boards gets his own board. Now the pass underneath, shot up and good from Brandon Kirk. And he has 2 more. In a hurry, here comes Barren County back down the floor. Joey Wilson gets free and puts in the basket for his first 2 of the night.
I don't see offensively what Warren Central has done wrong today. It seems like everywhere they go, they're finding an open look, and they're hitting it.
Boards tries to get the shot up and has that one sent in the next week by Jerome Gums.
I wish I was keeping track of blocks because I think Gum might be in double digits. I really do. I've seen 4 in the past 2 minutes, I think. He's just all over the court defensively and coming up with some great blocks. Yeah, that one might have landed in Tennessee. I'm not really sure.
I was going to say, we've seen him get a hold of some balls, but he really, really got that one and sent it a long way. Subs coming back into the game now for Barren County. Chris Pruitt checks in for David Bird. Warren Central to inbound the ball. Antoine Barber now looking to get it underneath to Leroy Wilson. That ball almost goes in, but Barren County clears. Devin Breeze driving, trying to get the ball. I don't know who he was throwing that to. Barber comes out of the pack with it, and again, there's Jerome Gums with another block, and he sent that one to mile.
I don't know what it is about him. I guess it's just athletic ability. He's just got a sense to know where to go to get a hold of that ball. I don't know how many blocks he's got on tonight, but it's outstanding because he just knows how to jump. He's a good leaper, and he knows how to get up and when to get up to get at somebody's shot.
Well, folks, listen for that name. I guarantee you will hear it again. This guy is incredible. He's shown us so much, especially he's obviously a great offensive player. He's got 18, 19 points tonight, but on the defensive end as well. He's getting it done. He's shutting down his man, and he's also getting up and blocking shots.
Well, he's extremely quick. He's got great feet. He's got great moves, and defensively, he can shut people down, block shots, but also keep people out of the lane because he bodies up well. Even though he's got a real thin frame, he bodies up the big man inside.
Chase Riddle just picked up a foul for Barren County. That was his 5th foul of the game, so he's now done for the night. Leroy Wilson will step to the line. He will shoot the bonus, 1-1 coming. Shot no good. Barren County clears. Gums working the ball up the floor. Wow. Unbelievable. Chris Pruitt set the screen. Obviously wasn't set completely. And he just leveled the man.
I'm not sure if that's exactly what obviously Barren County coach isn't looking for something like that. That was a control foul. He purposely went up and tried to knock him down with a strong pick there, maybe out of frustration at the score right now. And that's something you don't need to see. We don't need to get anybody injured out here. Maybe that's exactly why they're getting Gums out of the game right now, because they don't want him to get hurt here in the final minutes as this game is getting physical.
For the first time tonight, we see Gum going to the bench to get a breather. Barren County working the ball down the court in a hurry. Shot is up, no good. Rebound controlled by Corey Sean. Now the ball into the backcourt. Over and back. Warren Central will take over. More subs coming into the game. Ryan Cummins goes out of the game for Warren Central. They will inbound the ball. Underneath, Leroy Wilson gets free. Shot up, no good.
Checking into the game, I think, is the crowd favorite, Brandon Cummings, maybe the younger brother of Ryan Cummings. They look like twins out there, and I think the student crowd's really into him. Maybe it might be a crowd favorite, seeing the sophomore get some PT.
So 3.5 minutes left to play. 72-45 your score. Warren Central in control of this one. Barren County. David Bird bringing the ball up the floor. Gives off, has the shot blocked out of bounds by B.A. Forrest.
Yeah, that was a nice job blocking that shot. We've seen a lot of blocked shots tonight.
This fourth quarter especially, we've seen some great athletic ability, some guys that can get up and jump, and they're making their opponents alter their shots and really coming up with some big plays for their team.
Well, we got another Barren County turnover there. It's exactly what's killed them all game, and we're going to see a little bit more of it, I think, here in the final seconds of the game.
Warren Central will bring the ball up the floor. West Durant, guarded by David Bird. Barren County now comes out in man-to-man, trying to push the tempo a little bit. Warren Central dumps the ball underneath. Javen Roberson, nice athletic ability, goes up and under the basket, puts the shot in.
That really couldn't have been an easy shot, and it wasn't. He's in traffic, he's off balance, and yet he still comes up, knocks in the big shot.
David Bird has the ball tipped away and eventually stolen by B.A. Forrest. Nice job just getting up in the face and taking the ball away.
Well, that was some in-your-face defense that we were seeing right there. Warren Central getting right in the guy's face, always slapping at the ball, slapping at it, getting right in the face of number 10, David Bird right there, and forcing him to turnover, then coincidentally forces the foul.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration maybe there. Bird picks up the foul. So B.A. Forrest steps to the line for 2 shots. The first one's up and in. Sub coming into the game now for Barren County's Daniel Robertson. He will replace Adam Welsh. 75-45 to score, a 30-point game. Warren Central in front. That ball barely grazes the rim for B.A. Forrest.
Got quite a bit of arch underneath that thing. It was going up to the moon.
So Barren County, David Bird now controls. Looking the ball underneath. Shot up from 18 feet is no good. Battling for the ball underneath. Joey Wilson following his own shot. Jump ball, Barren County will control.
Well, I like how everybody on Warren Central and Barren County both are getting after the ball. They're both really hustling. I know it's become a physical game, but it's not slowing anybody down. They're always going after it, always got their nose to the grind.
You have to appreciate that, especially at the high school level here. To see guys that are just willing to go out and give it 110% is really a pleasure to watch.
And I think that's what we've seen out of both teams tonight as we get the small touch foul here on Warren Central. But the important thing is, yeah, everybody out there is looking to have fun, but to play some basketball and go after it, and that's what makes a game exciting, is intensity.
B.A. Forrest picks up the foul for Warren County. The chance starting to come now from the Warren Central crowd scoreboard. They know they've got this one wrapped up. As you see, Daniel Robertson knocking down the free throw. He'll shoot one more.
Well, like we said before, this is a good opportunity for Barren County to work on a couple of things because there's 2.5 minutes left, and they're going to see some intense pressure from Warren Central still. And that's a good way of, hey, looking at it as they've got to improve on some things, and you can always do it late in the game.
Well, you see Corey Strive there really battling, picked up the rebound, missed a couple shots before finally went out of bounds, but as we said, more of that intense effort. Great job. You got to give these guys an A+ for effort.
Yeah, they're not giving up, and that's important to see, and I know that the Coach Tinsley over there is excited about seeing that. He's got a good squad. They just didn't perform tonight.
The shot up and good for West Durant. He adds 2 more to the scoring column. 77-46 your score. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the game. 3-point attempt is up, off the mark. Warren Central controls. It looks like B.A. Forrest is limping around.
I think he turned his ankle on that. He went up
an
defensively, got in the face of David Bird as he put that 3-pointer up, and I think he just came down on it wrong. He's hobbling off the court right now.
Well, no doubt he's hurt, and he's going straight to the bench. As you see, there's subs coming into the game for Warren Central. Brock Whitney going to check in. Also into the game, Matt Marcica. As the Dragons inbound the ball. Ball goes underneath. Shot up, no good from Marcica. Hey, he's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a really big guy. I wonder where he's been all night.
Foul down here at the other end of the floor on Warren Central. Brock Whitney picks up the foul. He's a freshman. And you got to look, Marcica, Whitney, both freshmen, both came into the game, and within virtually seconds, made some impact for this team, a bright future for Warren Central.
Yeah, you gotta love seeing freshmen on the roster at the varsity level as a freshman, especially when you've got such an outstanding Warren Central team. You know, in a lot of games, they're gonna get a lot of playing time if they make, you know, some big wins with some a large margin of win. They're gonna get in there and get some PT, and that's important, especially as a freshman, to already be getting varsity experience. It'll pay off in the end. There's somebody to be looking forward to someday in the future.
Robert Bauer just checked into the game for Barren County. He replaced Corey Strive. And here we go. We've got a run out down at the other end of the floor. The layup is up and no good. Contested shot. Barren County back down the court in a hurry. That shot no good. And finally, Brandon Cummins controls. Now down the floor. It's taken away again. Barren County with the ball.
Out of control.
We've definitely seen the tempo of this one pick up here in the late stages. Joey Wilson going to the basket, draws the foul from Warren County. He's going to step to the line and shoot 2 shots. 77-46 your score. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the game. Warren Central now bring the ball down the floor. Cummings, shot up, no good. Rebound, Warren Central. Again, Warren Central, no. Brock Whitney battling underneath. Shot up, that one no good. Warren Central still controls. Battling underneath. Lionel DeWalt finally knocks it down for the Dragons.
DeWalt might have had 4 rebounds there in that sequence. I'm not really sure, but he sure came up with a lot of boards and finally the point.
Shot no good from Barren County. Brock Whitney controls. 40 seconds left in the game. 79-46. Warren Central has this one pretty much wrapped up. They'll move to 14-4. The Trojans will drop to 7-6 on the season. And you hear the crowd respond for Matt Marseca. He knocks down the shot with 28 seconds left. Crowd happy to see the youngster get a basket.
The crowd's loving to see the freshmen getting in there, making an impact on this game, getting their name in the scoring column, gonna be in the paper. You gotta love it.
Brandon Cummins now gives the ball off to Brock Whitney. Warren Central just trying to run out the clock at this point. Well, as we say that, Brock Whitney pulls up and knocks down the 3-point shot. Nice job just pulling up and knocking the shot down.
Is there anything that this team doesn't have and this team can't do? They can shoot the ball all the way down to the freshmen who sit the bench.
Very well, all-around played game from Warren Central tonight. The Dragons played very closely in the first half by Barren County, but they just came out and completely dominated the second half.
Well, second half, Barber ended up having 8 points in just the second half alone. Cummings scored 6. A couple other guys got in there with 7 points. The captain, Kirk, had 7 in the second half. That's what did it for Warren Central, especially with their defense, forcing the turnovers.
So 84-46 is your final. Warren Central defeats Barren County. It was a good one early. Warren Central showed that they can really play with anybody and really own a game. They did that in the second half. For Matt Hours, I'm Dan Gaddy. You've been watching high school basketball right here on Insight Communications. Stay tuned. Later on, we'll look for us this weekend. Warren Central will travel to Bowling Green. That should be a good one if Warren Central can play like they did tonight. Once again, thank you for joining us. Your final 84-46. Warren Central with the win. Thank you very much. You've been watching Insight Communications.